For Wall Street Media, this is Isabella. I'm here with Doug and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
Hey, exclusive stuff today.
Yes,
T. Boone Pickens, we have the whole video for you.
Yep. We have something very special for you. A video clip of the oil billionaire T. Boone Pickens launching his new bipartisan venture to replace the $700 billion the U.S. is sending overseas annually for foreign oil with green domestic wind power.
So when you look at what we have to work with, that every day the production in this country is 85 million barrels a day. That's in the world. That's the global production, 85 million barrels. I said 3 years ago, I don't think we can get above 85 million. The reason is that's declining annually 6 or 7%. So you have to make up 6 million barrels to get back up to 85. I just don't think that we can get, I'm talking about the world, can get above 85 million. And then when you look at demand today is 86 million barrels. 85 won't cover 86, so how are we doing it? We're doing it out of inventories. We have the lowest inventories we've had in 25 years. So we are sitting here with the inventories down, demand greater than supply, but we have good news to report to you. Because of the price of gasoline, we have cut back here in the United States, and we are importing now about 1 million barrels a day less than we did this time last year. So it is, the price of gasoline has a good side to it, is that we are cutting back on demand. But our million barrels goes down. Does the price go down? No, it doesn't go down because China picks up the million barrels that we were using, they now need. So and they're growing at 8%, and there's no reason to believe that you're going to see their demand fall off, certainly not before the Olympics. But here we are with a situation where 85 million barrels a day is available to the world. We're using 25% of that. We're using 21 million barrels a day. We're producing of that about 6 or 7 million barrels. So we are importing 14 or 15 million barrels a day. Now we're using 25% of the total global production. We have 4% of the population, and even more disturbing, of the reserves of oil in the world, we only have 3% of them. So we have 3% of the reserves, we have 4% of the population, and we're using 25% of all the oil every day. Now this is a great concern to me, and I've been in this business. I got out of school in 51, so I've been in the business, what is that, 100 years? No, it's not 100 years, but it's 56 or 57 years, and I roughnecked 2 years before that, so I must have been in the business now 60 years. I understand the business. I think I understand it better than anybody else does. And I can see what's happening to us. I can see what has happened to us and where we're going. And I don't like any part of it. So I said, okay, I'm 80 years old and I'm going to go tell my story. And I need help. I need help from everybody. I want everybody I can get on, signed up with me to show that the people in America have the same concerns I do. Okay, but what does this do for us? We have, what are our resources? We have some oil, which I mentioned, and I already said it was 6 or 7 million barrels a day, but oil is not going to solve the problem. And now once you've got all this, saw a poll yesterday, 72% of the people in the country want us to go to the Outer Continental Shelf and Anwar and find oil. You know, give us some relief, do something for us. I'm convinced that the American people are at a point in time where they know something's wrong, and they have not had anybody tell them exactly what the energy situation is in the country. But they're not, I don't think, from a poll I saw, they're not buying the story that they're hearing. They know something's wrong. When is it going to be fixed? And does anybody have a solution for it? And I don't see it. The two candidates for president, I said it's nonpartisan, so I'm not involved in this campaign other than I will vote, of course. But that's it. And so I'm not connected to either candidate. What I would like to do, though, is when this plan it's out today, I would like the two candidates to see it, and I would like for them to say, that's the three of us, sit down and talk about something that's totally nonpartisan, has nothing to do with politics, and see if what I have to say, if they feel it has some merit to it. But anyway, that's another direction. But what do we have to work with? We have some oil. Coal isn't going to do it. Coal's not for transportation fuel. Second one, though, is natural gas, and that is the second largest natural resource in this country. Natural gas will do the job. Okay, go down the list. You got biofuels. We already have determined that the ethanol idea was not the best one we ever saw, and it's not going to solve the problem. But it was ethanol is kind of an ugly baby, but it's our baby. And do I like ethanol? I like it better than I do imported oil, I can tell you that. I like anything better than imported oil. And that's when I conclude here in just a second, and I'll take your questions as long as you have questions for me. But it's that ethanol will work. It'll move the car. We know that. Okay, biofuels, ethanol, I say will be a small part of the overall solution to the problem. Then you go on down the list of things. Hydro, sure, it works great, but we don't have enough of it. And we go on to wind and solar and nuclear. Well, nuclear I'm going to take out of the equation here because it's going to take too long for nuclear to come into play. But it's going to work, and we're going to have it. Know this, I'm not against any fuel. I'm not against any fuel unless it's foreign. That's I don't like imported oil. But in my plan, I don't think there's a loser in it. They're all winners.
Hey, he is a great American, and I love this guy, and he's putting his money where his mouth is, which we always love. And I shook his hand and told him he's a great American.
You met him?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, this is very exciting.
And he was awesome, you know.
Yeah.
This is a great plan that he has, and I idolize him, and he's a great American. And thanks for coming in and helping us, Isabel.
No problem. We're here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us directly at WSMCO.com. Thanks.